Acadia National Park, one of my favorite places on earth that my feet have ever taken me. And after our brutal hike up Mount Washington, our feet needed a break. So we drove to southern Maine with the goal of just relaxing. We didn't have any big plans. We were just gonna chill, climb, do some simple hikes, and exist in the present moment. But of course, after a few minutes, we decided to push ourselves, not physically, but mentally. We were going to climb the Beehive, one of the most dangerous hikes in the park, and one that I was personally terrified of. So we're on the Beehive Trail. These are my two counselors. I'm terrified of heights.
I'm a real counselor. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Ocean.
And
This is distracting. All right, this is a good section here.
this is a great section.
Taking a little breather, checking out the view.
I am the view.
Still got all this way to go up. Whew. Doing okay though. Okay, this is narrow, and that's beautiful. And Troy's okay.
Yeah. Troy is okay.
Doing great, kid. Doing great.
That's what I call encouragement. Yeah, great, fine. Troy, you need to take us on a hike where you're having problems.
Next phase. Gotta get up. Troy. Did it. Made it up. Even though it was only a 30-minute hike, I had accomplished something major. I realized I was more afraid of the fear of heights than I was of the heights themselves. I felt super accomplished and it was a great way to start the trip, but I needed something relaxing. And that activity was climbing. This is our spot. We've reached the part of the trip I've been looking forward to the most. We are bouldering on this wall. It's our reward. Hi, Michael.
I'm a pie.
I thought you said I'm a pie.
I am a pie.
Oh.
I thought you said I'm a pie too.
The goal of this trip wasn't to have these big epic adventures or to chase summits. It was to enjoy simple, quiet, mindful activities. And climbing as the sun was setting with the ocean breeze in my face was exactly what I was looking for. Look at him go! To be honest, this part of the trip felt and still feels like a dream. Michael, that was pristine work.
This is amazing. Probably like hand here, like go up here somewhere.
So nice.
In that area.
I'll sleep here. You sure you don't want to go to Dave and Buster's? Okay. I have it around my neck.
Fall down.
It's not gonna fall on you. After climbing, we headed back to the campsite to start a fire and prep dinner. For me, camping is the antidote to a lot of the stress and anxiety I feel from modern day life. I get to disconnect, slow down, just watch a fire grow, one stick after the other. It's incredibly soothing. And as much as I love adventure and even adventure videos, the reality is that most adventure isn't epic or incredible all the time. Most of our time on this trip was spent in silence with quick snippets of conversation. We would just feel the air, listen to the crackle of the fire, listen to the birds, and just exist as we felt our brains unwind. But that quiet, that peace, is what's so beautiful about these experiences.
Gotta be one of those crowd bags.
The plums are so juicy they'll like squirt out at you.
Really?
Yeah.
My back.
At my feet.
More directly over the fire? No, like we can move the soup forward. Correct. Yeah, we've definitely done this before. We put the soup like kind of off to the side and it looks like fire. Oh. Dinner.
The hash singing. The flash.
The hash slasher. Ooh.
As we ate dinner, mostly in silence, I tried to just envelop myself in the moment and in the environment, and just enjoy where I was without any purpose. The next morning, we headed down to the cliffs by our campsite to eat breakfast while watching the sunrise. It was a view that a lot of restaurants would probably charge a ton of money to see, but we got to eat here for free. While eating, I started to think of the Stoic philosophy of Memento Mori, which means remember death. It's basically a reminder to appreciate everything that happens in life because we don't know when it would be the next time. Obviously, I have a lot of life left to live, and I don't want it to end anytime soon, but this was a moment where I thought, if this is my last breakfast, it's a pretty good one to end on. Thankfully, though, I had more life to live, as we had to get ready to hike one of my favorite places in Acadia, the Bubbles. The Bubbles are two of the most iconic peaks in all of Acadia National Park. While not super high, they are extremely fun to hike, and they lie at the far end of Jordan Pond, which is pristine in itself. The approach to the Bubbles is super pleasant. It's 1 mile down the length of the pond, so you have your forest to the right of you and the pond to the left. It's a really flat trail that's very accessible for just about everyone, and was a great way to embrace this new slow hiking philosophy that I had. Getting to the Bubble, it's like a 1 mile approach, and you head straight up. It's been nice. I mean, you got beautiful woodland to my right, and to my left. Just that. It's so pretty. And the Bubble is right up there. So I remember it's a big scramble, but super fun. Once you reach the end of the pond, you start hiking up the Bubbles. It's short, but it is very steep, and as you can see, most of the trail is just rocks. But it's a really fun scramble, and you start to get some pretty cool views as you go.
What a trail!
I'm gonna watch her.
Maybe from this side? There's a lot of... Oh, you got it.
There we go. That was kind of sketchy. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this side has all this.
You can just walk
Over here.
It's hot. Yep.
Woo. I am perspirating quite heavily.
Easier than that. Just stop here and call again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slow hiking is not about pace, it's about philosophy and mindset. It's this idea of just enjoying where you're at without worrying about any of the metrics. It's about disconnecting and just appreciating each and every step along the way, regardless of how fast or slow you're going. The last time we hiked this, I kind of rushed through it and didn't appreciate it. So this time I made sure to really enjoy each of these very fun steps and epic views.
Did it.
That seems like a nice.
Easy now. You gotta get going. Easy now.
As great as it is, we have another bubble to hit.
So you can be deserving.
See at that bubble.
Other
bubble.
You are given.
Wow.
You gotta slow down and look around.
Oh yeah, stretch it out, Pete. You stretch that. Oh, give us some flair. Yes, donkey style.
Okay.
Somehow this is the trail down. Goodness. As much as I love slow hiking, when you see storm clouds rolling in, you do have to hurry up. So we headed down the mountain and went along the same leg of the lake that we had done previously, eventually reaching the Jordan Pond house again and stopping for a much needed break indoors. Made it back to the pond house. Let's head up. I'm not used to this many people
I know.
after all morning. Got Gabby some popover mix since we're not going to stop any popovers.
I want to get the taffy. It was the same taffy that I got last time for Cali, but they didn't have a variety pack. It was like just blueberry.
Oh, blueberry taffy doesn't sound good. But this should be good. After the bubbles, we had planned to swim in the ocean for a while, but that plan got stopped very quickly by rain. Lots and lots of rain. So sometimes the best laid plans get taken away with rain. And lots of rain. It's going to be raining all night and all day tomorrow. That night, the storms were so heavy and the rain was so loud that I thought the tent was actually going to collapse. Needless to say, I didn't sleep well, and it challenged this sense of peace and serenity that I had developed throughout the trip.
Okay, it is our last morning in Acadia, and I barely slept. It was miserable. I was like super hot in my sleeping bags. I'd take it off and then it'd be super cold. I realized that I don't like sleeping on air things. Like, I have a really nice air mattress and pillow, and there's nothing wrong with them, but it just kind of hit me that I haven't been sleeping well, and actually started sleeping much better when I just folded up clothes and used as a pillow. So I finally reached that realization. It started pouring. It was insane. It was so loud. I took a clip of like how loud it was at 3 a.m. Honestly, it made me want to like go home and be in my bed with my fiance, and I was wondering like why am I doing this? And I think with anything in life, you have these amazing experiences and you have the other side, right? Like nothing's ever perfect. And so we have this bouldering in Acadia, and then we have this thunderstorm that's so loud I feel like the tent's gonna collapse, and keeps me up all night and just a wretched night's sleep. So it is what it is, but I think it's good that like I can do it and I can feel like, all right, if that's it, I can handle it, and I'm able to do those things. It's a good reminder to like kind of toughen up and take things as they come. But our trip's not over. We have another stop today that I'm really excited about, and it's going to be even simpler than what we've been doing. This is going to be luxurious compared to what we got going on next.